Now we're going to get started with Jaime, and he is going to get started with the presentation and tell you what Central Penn is.
Thanks so much. Thank you for that amazing introduction, Lisa. And also, again, congratulations to Cassie. Use that gift card for sure. So thank you for joining us this afternoon. It's a pleasure to have the opportunity to talk to you guys about Central Penn. Just the fact that you guys are taking the time to join us lets us know that you are considering us and that there is more you would like to know. So over the next 15 to 20 minutes in this presentation, my hope is to answer any questions that you might have. If there are questions I don't answer, like Lisa mentioned, there is a chat box. So absolutely engage with us. We will also be asking some polls questions, so keep up to date with everything that's going on, because we'll be asking you some fun questions in between. So I'm excited to talk to you guys about everything we have to offer. First and foremost, Central Penn College is a college that is located in Somerdale, Pennsylvania. Our mission statement is to provide students from all educational backgrounds the opportunities that they need to receive employment and advancement in the fields that they are pursuing. Our goal is not only to help you earn a degree, but to help you earn a degree in the field that you want to work in. That is our main goal, not just to get you the degree, but then get you the job that you are looking for. And I'll talk a little bit more specifically about how we do that later. And it is through our mission statement that everything comes into fruition. We are a career-focused educational college, and our hope and our mission is to help you land the career that you are looking for. Here are some of the programs that we have to offer. In our next slide, you'll see some of our certificate programs. Our certificate programs range from 4 weeks to 9 months. These are for students who are looking for a quick start to jobs that they might want to be going into. Entrepreneurship and small business has been something that's been really popular for students who are looking into the business aspect, and phlebotomy technician is also something that has been popular as well. We have a range of programs, and if this is the first time you're seeing these programs, maybe there's something that you haven't seen, maybe there's something that you have. Again, any questions you have, don't hesitate to put it in the chat box. In our next slide, you will see that we have our associate programs, and these are the list of the programs that we have to offer. Again, we are a career-focused educational college, so you will notice that a lot of our majors are specifically geared towards specific careers. Accounting is geared towards people who want to enter as accountants. Paralegal is entered towards people who want to go into the paralegal field. Two of our most popular associate degree programs are occupational therapy assistant and physical therapy assistant. If you're an OTA, possible OTA major, you've been working a lot with Lisa, so I'm sure there we have a few of those in the room. So definitely consider your options in regards to what you might be pursuing and how you want to make that look at Central Penn. Before we go any further, I would like to, thank you. Before we go any further, I would like to ask a few questions, specifically a poll question to you guys. So we will launch that now. I'm curious to know specifically, what are you most excited about as you think about college? And then when you guys answer that, I'm also curious to know, what are your top 3 factors in your college decision-making process? I've showed you a few of the academics we've had, but now let's take a little bit of a step back and let's answer some of the poll questions, and let's talk about what makes you really excited about college and what are your top 3 factors in your college decision-making process. No wrong answers here. This is all completely subjective in regards to what you guys are thinking and in regards to what motivates all of you. Give you guys some time to answer those. About 15-ish, 20-ish more seconds for that. Okay, very nice. Be sharing the results very soon. Thank you for giving us your options. Nice, good stuff. Okay, now I'll give you guys just a few more seconds and then we will share the results. Perfect. So as you can see, what I always say is everything is different for everyone. Everybody has different passions, everybody has different motives, everybody has different reasons why they pursue the studies that they pursue and why they go to college. And in these 2 poll questions, you can see there's a range of people wanting to pursue for academics. Athletics is a motivation, housing is a motivation, student life. That's what makes everybody different, and that's what makes everybody unique. So thank you for participating, and we're going to have a few more of those poll questions to come. Go to our next slide. Most commonly, people who are pursuing college, look into the four-year bachelor degree program, which is very, very common. Here are our bachelor degree options, and some programs that I like to mention, some of our most popular, are business administration, our health science, and our legal studies. Those are three that really stand out. And if you're looking into any of those, we have amazing faculty and staff that you'll get to meet later, and they'll be able to talk about their programs. So I'm excited to have you guys meet them. But these are the list of bachelor's degree programs that we offer, and maybe you see one that really fits out to you, stands out per se. In addition to our bachelor's degree program, if you love Central Penn College so much, you get your degree from here and you say, hey, how can I continue? We also have a master's degree in organizational leadership, so definitely consider that in the future as well. Now, a new initiative that we've started recently has been our 2+3 program, Commonwealth Agreement that we have with Widener Law. So if you're considering getting your law degree from Central Penn, you can be a part of our 2+3 program. So that would be 2 years at Central Penn, and then after your 2 years of Central Penn in legal studies, you go on to law school and do your 3 years at law school. So rather than doing 4 years at college and 3 years at law, you do 2 years at Central Penn and 3 years at law, so you get your Juris Doctorate within 5 years. Another thing I would love to talk about is our accelerated terms that we have at Central Penn. With our accelerated terms, we do things a little bit differently than other colleges. Most of you might be familiar with the fall semester, spring semester breakdown. How we do it is through a 4-term schedule, through the fall, winter, spring, and summer. So you'll be doing classes year-round with 11-week terms and 2-week breaks. Throughout your time at Central Penn, if you continue to go onward with the accelerated terms, so if you just nonstop are doing the accelerated terms, and you have an associate's degree program, you could earn your associate's degree in as little as 15 months, plus an internship. And if you're taking the bachelor's degree route, plus the accelerated terms, you could earn your bachelor's degree in just 3 years, plus an internship. So if you're thinking about getting into the work field quicker, Central Penn is a great place to make that happen. In addition to our accelerated terms, Central Penn has received numerous accreditation and approvals, which is definitely something you want to consider when you look into college. You want to go to a college that is accredited for specific programs that you're looking into. That way, when it comes time to look for work, they say, oh, they definitely received a phenomenal education because they are accredited and approved. And here, as you can see on this list, are some of the programs that we have that are accredited and approved. And for our OTAs and PTAs of future Central Penn College Nights, this is something that will be extremely important for you. So definitely consider that. In addition to our accreditations and approvals, I always say there's an abundance of reasons why you should consider Central Penn. First off, we have a student to faculty ratio of 15:1. If we could then go to this next, thank you so much. We have a student faculty ratio of 15:1. That means you are not a number. We say your name, you matter, and you can communicate with your professor, which is phenomenal. If you're falling behind on any work, the professor will do everything they can to keep you on track. That is the great thing about Central Penn. Here, we do everything to support our students, we have our family, and you are known by your name. We also have a big practice of professionalism where we prepare our students for those careers. Again, a career-focused educational institution, and you will receive that in a small environment. And last but not least, we have a requirement for our internship program. What does that mean? That means through your time here, you will have a requirement to do an internship, which is a fancier word for experience. That way, when you go to the workforce, you're ready to go and you have some experience to back up that resume. Now, if you haven't been to our campus yet, I highly recommend visiting. Our campus is beautiful. It's really nice, located in Somerdale, Pennsylvania. It's very calm, it's very quiet, and it has a great abundance of just breadth and life and students who really want to succeed. Here on this list are a bunch of things that we have to offer. So if you're looking for places to work, we have our library, we have recreational areas where you can hang out with friends, and then we also have multi-purpose courts. So if you're looking to stay athletic, in addition to a gym and fitness. So there's so many options and there's so many things and so many ways to get involved in our campus at Central Penn College. One of the options specifically are athletics. If you are an athlete and you're considering wanting to continue sports possibly at Central Penn, here on this side, you can see the sports that we have to offer: men's basketball, soccer, and baseball, and women's basketball, soccer, and volleyball. We are part of the USCAA Division II Conference, and we also compete against schools not only in Division II, but also Division III and Division I, which makes the schedule really fun and really flexible. In addition to athletics, we also have a really fun and unique esports community. So if you're a gamer and you want to continue that passion when you get to college, we have a really competitive esports team, and they are still competing right now. We just have the room social distance. Right now, this photo was taken pre-COVID. So they are doing that social distancing, but they are still playing with each other and they are competing in fun tournaments. So if gaming is something you want to continue into college and make it into a sport, we have that option for you. Not only do we offer athletics and esports, but we also have an abundance of student life and clubs. When you go to college, one of the big things you want to look out for is how you can grow, not just academically, but personally. You won't be studying all the time. You're definitely going to be doing some stuff outside of the classroom. And what will that look like? We have over 30 clubs, and every Wednesday night we have something that we call Nightlife with a KNIGHT because we have the Central Penn College Nights. So you can do fun things such as bowling, trivia, open mic nights. So many ways to get involved. So many ways to be a Central Penn College Night and to meet new people, which is my favorite part about Central Penn. A unique way to stand out at Central Penn, and Janet will talk about this later, Janet Bixler, is our theater program. Our theater program is one of our staple programs that we have at college, and it's an amazing way to get involved, to meet new people, and whether you have a theater background or not, it's a phenomenal program where you can just express yourself in a very different way and learn new skills that employers are actually looking for. So that's very important to think about as well. Now, I've talked a lot about programs that we offer, different ways to get involved, but how will we support you academically? How will we support you when you need it the most? We have a phenomenal student services department, which you will get to meet throughout the next few hours, hour and a half specifically. And we have amazing advisors who will be with you from day one to make sure you're on track with your classes and you're taking the classes you need to take. We have phenomenal counselors who will sit down with you and talk to you if anything's going on or if you want to reach out to somebody. They are great people, so they will help you from day one if you need their help. We have a phenomenal learning center that will provide you with professional tutoring help and give you important reading and studying strategies. Everybody can always use the help when they need it. And we have an amazing Office of Equity and Multicultural Affairs, and they will always be there to lend a hand, support, voice, and it's a great safe zone for anyone and everyone. So we will be there for you at day one to help you in any form you need, and that is the great part about going to a smaller college like Central Penn. Now, my favorite part, what I always love to talk about with new prospective students and future Central Penn College Nights, is our student housing. Our student housing is very different and very unique in many different ways. If you haven't visited, this is the one thing you absolutely want to check out when you get the opportunity to come. Our student housing is what we call our super suites. So rather than having a roommate, which you might be accustomed to in everything you're looking into with different colleges, you get to have your own room at Central Penn, which is really neat. So rather than having to worry about someone coming in and out, especially with everything that's going on right now, you get your own room, which is awesome. Within the super suite, not only do you have your own room, but 6 other individuals have their own rooms as well. So think of it kind of like a housing unit. And what you see on this slide is what one housing unit or a few housing units will look like. So rather than having roommates in your room, you have roommates, suite mates per se, that are around the area. In addition to having your own room, you get to bring your own car to campus if you want, for not only your sophomore, junior, and senior year, but also your first year. And it's free of charge and free convenient parking, so that's really nice. And most importantly, for your first year, you have the option to have free housing at Central Penn College. So in a nutshell, you get your own room, you get to bring a car to campus your first year, that's free of charge, and you get free housing. So any questions that you guys have about that, definitely drop that in the chat and we will talk about that a little bit later. Now, oh yes, almost forgot a poll. It was going so much, I almost forgot. What would you do first to make your room feel like home? This is an important question because all of you will have your room a different way. All of you will have a different setup. So this is definitely something to consider. Tell us in the chat, or per se, tell us in this poll. What would you do first to make your room feel like home? Will you make your bed? Will you start decorating? Set up the TV? Organize your dresser? Or fill the fridge? Let us know. Perfect. Thank you, everyone. Just a few more people, then we'll be good to go. Alrighty, so we can share the results then. It is a majority that everybody will start decorating. That is great. I probably would have filled the fridge first, and I think that's what I did first. So for everybody, it's different, which is great. So, but thank you for participating. Now, going to our next slide, I want to go back to something in regards to our career-focused education. Again, our main goal when you come to Central Penn is to set you up with that career in whatever field you studied. So not only do we want you to get a job, but we want you to get a job in the career that you studied. So how do we do that? We do that through our career services department. Our career services department is filled with a phenomenal group of professionals who help you with polishing your resume. They help you they set you up with alumni. They set you up with mock interviews to know how to polish your mock interview skills. They're an amazing group that will prepare you and give you the tools that you need to be a part of that 90.6% that you see on our slide, which basically means that 90.6% of our students not only got a job in their after they graduated, but they got a job in their field of study. That means if they studied OTA, they became an occupational therapy assistant. If they studied legal studies, they ended up going into a law work. If they studied business, they ended up going into business work, which is something we're really happy to talk about. So absolutely consider that success rate, that end goal, once that time comes. Now, to make all this happen, our hope, once you finish with our open house, is that you look into applying with us and you go onto our website and you see how that process works out. It's a simple 4-step process. First, you apply online at centralpenn.edu. Second, you submit a 500-word essay. So I always say it's kind of like the equivalent of doing a single-page paper in high school. So 500 words or less. Let us know what you do once the bell rings at 3 o'clock, or say now when you close your laptop. Third, submit your high school grades to us. That, of course, is very important. And then a campus interview. Again, Lisa mentioned that if you answer those interview questions that she sent you, this can now count as your interview. So you're already a fourth of the way there. Now we're going to pull up one last poll question for you guys. And this one is something I'm really intrigued to hear about. I want to know, personally, what a Central Penn degree means to you. What would a Central Penn degree mean if you were to come to our college, and how would that play out for you? A better life, a well-paying job, family legacy, keeping the family college tradition going, that ticket to the career of helping others, that toolkit to running a successful business, or anything else. Let us know. Okay, just a few more people to vote, and then we will share. Okay, I think we are good to share the results then. So the majority was a ticket to a career of helping others. I love that. That's awesome. And then there's a different range of a better life, well-paying job, and family legacy. So, of course, everybody is different, everybody unique, and that is what makes everybody's decisions great. So thank you for that. So that is our admissions process. Simple 4-step process. Apply online at centralpenn.edu, 500-word essay, submit us to your high school transcript grades, and then an interview. But again, if you answer those questions that Lisa sent you earlier, then your interview's already done. After you do that, I highly recommend downloading our app. You can find us on the App Store, Central Penn College, our app. It's a phenomenal app. It keeps you up to date with all the activities that are going on, lets you know posts that we've made from our students, keeps you involved and makes you a member of our family here at Central Penn, lets you know everything social that's going on. So definitely download our app and check out everything we have going on there. I also highly recommend coming to visit us on our website at centralpenn.edu/visit. You will find some really cool stuff there, such as scheduling a personal tour with us. You get to watch our virtual tour, and then you can also see a bunch of neat other things in regards to scheduling your visit and seeing some other stuff that I might not have had the opportunity to talk about. So that is everything on my end. Hope you guys enjoyed the presentation. I will now give the reins to Kelly Fox, who will tell you guys the pro tips on how to afford everything